What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing the game Contra 4, which was released on the Nintendo DS by Konami and WayForward Technologies. And this is pretty much the 11th game in the Contra franchise, and it is a direct sequel to the first three Contra games, which consist of Contra, Super C, which both are on the NES, and Contra 3, the Alien Wars on the Super Nintendo. Now, the plot of the game is that Black Viper attacks Earth 2 years after the events of Contra 3, the Alien Wars, and the mercenaries Bill Reiser and Lance Bean are pretty much returned to stop Black Viper from taking over the Earth. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing you will notice about Contra 4 is that it pretty much plays like the previous 2D Contra games, you know what I'm saying, like the first three Contra games for the NES, Super Nintendo, Contra Hard Corps on the Sega Genesis, and pretty much the other ones that's pretty much a 2D shooter, you know. Now, and this game does take advantage of both screens on the DS, you know what I'm saying, and you can like pretty much hop like from one spot on the stage to another that's like pretty much higher up. You know what I'm saying? Now the game pretty much has pretty much 9 stages. You know what I'm saying? From the jungle to the waterfall to the laboratories. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of some of the stages pretty much are reminiscent of the previous Contra games that was released. I would say mainly Contra and Contra 3, the Alien Wars. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, it has 9 stages where you fight different creatures, enemies, and stuff like that, like black snipers, red snipers, zombies, blue and red grenadiers, squirts, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you will fight pretty much different bosses like Garner Wall and the Black Viper, the big baddie in the game. You know what I'm saying? So all of them, it's going to require pretty much a different strategy and stuff like that. You know. And pretty much, as far as the weapons and items are concerned, you get different things like the barrier, the classic laser, the prototype weapon, crush flame, homing missiles, laser, spray gun, machine gun, and the smart bombs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of weapons are pretty much from previous Contra games, stuff like that. So if you play like Contra, Super C, Contra 3, a lot of these weapons are going to be really familiar to you. You know what I'm saying? Of course, most people like using the spread gun because like pretty much the strongest weapon in the game. And one thing that I do like about Contra 4 is that it utilizes, I don't call it like a dual weapon, but you do have two different guns. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get like one weapon like the spread, you can get another one like the machine gun. You know what I'm saying? But I would say the best combination would be two spread guns or one spread gun and the flame. You know what I'm saying? Whatever fits your playing style and everything. One thing that I do like about Contra 4 is that this switching between weapons is pretty much from Contra 3. You know what I'm saying? And another aspect of it that comes from Contra 3 is that if you happen to die, lose one of your men, you keep the secondary weapon that you weren't using at the time that you died. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that the second power up that you get, you should want it to be a spread gun. You know what I'm saying? Now it has Contra 4 pretty much has two modes. The arcade modes, which I was talking about, and then there's the challenge mode, and you pretty much unlock it after beating the arcade mode. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much the challenge mode pretty much consists of 40 challenges that you have to complete from the stages in the arcade mode and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the challenges consist of the following things: accuracy, bad guy blitz, friendly fire, gunplay, low ammo, manhunt, pacifism, rematch, and speed run. You know what I'm saying? And each challenge from these particular things, like low ammo and manhunt, range from 3 to 6 sections, depending on which one you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Plus, if you beat the arcade mode on hard, you're going to have a pretty much a different ending than what you would see on the normal difficulty and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is that's one thing I like about it. Is they added this different mode. You know what I'm saying, which is really challenging and all that. Now, the graphics and design of Contra 4 are very good in my opinion, and it has pretty much excellent color palette. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it's pretty. I pretty much compare it to the original Contra, but more color palettes. You know what I'm saying? All that. Now the controls and gameplay are very excellent, very similar to the previous Contra games. But I do like the fact that you can switch weapons like it is, Contra 3 and all that, you know what I'm saying? So they based that aspect of it off of it was a nice touch in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Now the soundtrack of Contra 4 is very excellent. It's pretty much one of the best soundtracks on the Nintendo DS and everything like that. And in my opinion, Contra 4 is one of the best games on the Nintendo DS and quite possibly the best Contra game in the entire franchise. Now, I do recommend Contra 4 to anybody who owns a Nintendo DS, anybody who is a fan of the Contra series, and anybody who is a fan of the shooting genre as a whole. You know what I'm saying? As far as the score, I definitely give it a 10 out of 10 because it is excellent. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have like any major like gripes with the game. You know what I'm saying? But the only one right that I can think of is maybe the difficulty of Contra 4, but but that's relatively minor. Most people won't bring that up as a major gripe. You know. With that being said, if you played Contra 4, you know you can mention it in the comment section if you like it. If think it's the best Contra game in the franchise, you can also mention that. If you feel that one of the previous Contra games, whether it's Contra Hard Corps or Shattered Soldier, is better than Contra 4, you can also mention that. If you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button for further updates in terms of video game review. With that being said, this is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.